Most people look at Group B and think Switzerland first, Canada second, Bosnia third, Qatar fourth. And honestly, that might be exactly what happened. But the group is not as comfortable as it looks. Because Canada's entire World Cup could change in the very first match. Canada are playing at home. They have the crowd. They have Jesse Marsh. They have Jonathan David. Maybe Alphonso Davies, but they open against Bosnia and Herzegovina. And Bosnia are not just some random outsider. They are dangerous. They can score. They have Edin Dzeko. They have young creative players. And if Canada do not win that first game, Group B becomes very uncomfortable very quickly. So today, I'm going to predict every single match in Group B, update the table after each round, and show you exactly how the group could develop. Group B is Canada, Switzerland, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Qatar. On paper, Switzerland are the most complete team. They have the best defensive structure. They have tournament experience. They have players like Granit Xhaka, Manuel Akanji, Remo Freuler, Bril Embolo, Dan Ndoye, and Noah Okafor. Canada have the home advantage. They play in Toronto and Vancouver. They have a more organized identity under Jesse Marsh. They have speed, pressing, and attacking quality. Bosnia are the dangerous outsider. They may not be as balanced as Switzerland, and they may not have Canada's home advantage, but they have enough attacking quality to make this group messy. And Qatar are the underdog. They still have Akram Afif and Almoez Ali, so they can hurt someone. But over 3 matches, they look like the weakest team in the group. So the big question is not really, can Qatar win the group? The real question is, who finishes second, Canada or Bosnia? And that could be decided immediately. The first match is Canada versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. And this is the key match of the group. Canada are at home. That matters. The stadium should be behind them. The pressure should be huge. And under Jesse Marsh, Canada are not just sitting back and waiting. They want to press. They want to win the ball high. They want to attack quickly. With Jonathan David and Kyle Larin, they have real penalty box threat. With Tejan Buchanan, Stephen Eustachio, Ismael Kone, and maybe Alphonso Davies, they have the athleticism to hurt teams in transition. But Bosnia are dangerous for one simple reason. They can score. They have Dzeko. They have Aris Tagabakovic. They have Esmir Bajraktarevic. They have Kerim Arajbekovic. They can create chances. And if Canada overpress, Bosnia can punish the space behind them. This is why I do not see this as an easy Canada win. I think Canada start fast. The crowd gives them energy. Maybe they score first, but Bosnia do not go away. They have enough experience and enough attacking quality to answer. My prediction, Canada 1, Bosnia and Herzegovina 1. Canada do not lose, but they do not get the perfect start either. And that changes everything. After the first match, the table looks like this. Of course, Switzerland and Qatar have not played yet, but psychologically, Canada have already missed a chance to control the group. The second match is Qatar versus Switzerland, and this is the clearest match in the group. Qatar have talent. Akram Afif can create something from nothing. Almoez Ali can finish if he gets service. And Qatar have tournament experience. But again, Switzerland, the problem is simple. Switzerland are too balanced. They can defend, they can control midfield, they can manage the rhythm of the match. They do not need to dominate emotionally. They just need to be professional. And Switzerland are exactly the kind of teams that can win this kind of match without chaos. Xhaka controls the tempo. Akanji gives them stability. Freuler works between boxes. Embolo gives them a physical reference up front. And Qatar's recent scoring numbers are not strong enough for me to believe they consistently break Switzerland down. So I think Switzerland control this game, not necessarily with fireworks, but with authority. My prediction, Qatar 0, Switzerland 2. Switzerland take the 3 points. And after match day 1, the table looks like this. Now the group has a clear shape. Switzerland are in control. Canada and Bosnia are tied. Qatar are already under pressure. Now we get Switzerland versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. And this is huge for Bosnia, because if Bosnia drew Canada in the opener, they are still alive. But now they face the strongest team in the group. If they lose, they probably need to beat Qatar and hope Canada drop points. If they draw, suddenly second place becomes very open. So Bosnia will come into this game believing they can hurt Switzerland. And honestly, they can. They have attacking volume. They have Dzeko in the box. They have young players who can create moments. And Switzerland are not impossible to score against. But here is the difference. Switzerland are better at controlling risk. They are more balanced. Their defensive structure is more reliable. Their midfield is more mature. And in a tournament group, that matters. I think Bosnia make this difficult. I think they score. Maybe from a cross, maybe from a second ball, maybe through Dzeko, doing what Dzeko has done for about 20 years. But Switzerland have more ways to win. They can score through possession. They can score in transition. They can score from wide areas. They can score from a set piece. So my prediction, Switzerland 2, Bosnia and Herzegovina 1. Switzerland move to 6 points. Bosnia stay on 1. And now Bosnia are in trouble. The table becomes like this. But Canada still have to play Qatar. And this is where Canada must take advantage. Next, Canada versus Qatar. For Canada, this is not optional. This is a must-win. If Canada drew Bosnia and they fail to beat Qatar, the group becomes dangerous, very dangerous. But I think this is the matchup that suits Canada best. Qatar are not bad technically, but Canada's pace, pressing, and direct attacking should cause them problems. Canada can force mistakes. Canada can attack quickly. And in Vancouver, with the crowd behind them, this should feel like Canada's moment to take control of second place. The key is scoring first. If Canada score early, Qatar have to open up. And when Qatar open up, Canada's speed becomes even more dangerous. I think Jonathan David scores in this game. I think Canada's pressure creates another chance. And I think Qatar struggle to create enough clear opportunities. My prediction, Canada 2, Qatar 0. Canada get the job done. After match day 2, the table looks like this. Now Switzerland are almost through. Canada are in a strong position. Bosnia are not dead, but they need help. And Qatar are close to elimination. Final match day, 2 games at the same time. First, Bosnia and Herzegovina versus Qatar. For Bosnia, this is simple. They need to win. A draw is probably not enough. A loss would be a disaster. They need 3 points, and then they need Switzerland to beat Canada, or at least they need a goal difference miracle. So Bosnia have to attack. That can be dangerous because Qatar still have players who can punish space. Afif can create. Almoez Ali can score. And Qatar are not going to want to leave the World Cup with nothing. But Bosnia have more attacking power. And in this situation, I trust Bosnia's box threat more than Qatar's overall structure. Dzeko, Tabakovic, Bajraktarevic, Alaj Begovic, crosses, second balls, pressure. I think Bosnia eventually find the goal. But I do not see a crazy score. My prediction, Bosnia and Herzegovina 1, Qatar 0. Bosnia moved to 4 points. Temporary table looks like this. Now everything depends on the other game, Switzerland versus Canada. If Canada lose, goal difference could become very important. If Canada draw, Canada qualifies second. If Canada win, Canada might even win the group. So the final match becomes massive. The final match, Switzerland versus Canada. And this is the perfect ending to the group. Switzerland are already in a very strong position. Canada are at home in Vancouver. Bosnia are watching and hoping Canada sleep. And the tension is simple. Canada probably only need a draw. But if they lose, Bosnia may overtake them depending on goal difference. This is where the psychology becomes fascinating. Canada are at home, so they will not want to play scared. But they also cannot be reckless. Switzerland, meanwhile, do not need chaos. They can manage the game. They can slow it down, they can control tempo through Xhaka, they can defend in their back three, and they can wait for Canada to make a mistake. I think Canada have moments, the crowd pushes them, Jonathan David gets chances. If Davies is fit, he changes the left side completely. But Switzerland are very hard to kill off. So I see this as a technical, tense, balanced game. Canada score, Switzerland answer. Or Switzerland score first and Canada fight back. Either way, I think the result is Switzerland 1, Canada 1. And that result sends both teams through. Canada survive, Switzerland win the group. So with my predicted results, the final table becomes like this. So my final prediction is Switzerland first, Canada second, Bosnia and Herzegovina third, Qatar fourth. But the important part is this. Canada finished second, but not comfortably. Because if Canada lose to Switzerland in the final match, Bosnia could catch them. And if Canada lose the opener to Bosnia, everything changes. For me, the key match is not Switzerland versus Canada. It is Canada versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. That is the match that decides the emotional direction of the group. If Canada win it, Canada are in control. If it ends in a draw, Bosnia stay alive. If Bosnia win it, Canada are suddenly under huge pressure in their own World Cup. And that is why Group B is interesting. The final table may look normal. Switzerland first, Canada second, Bosnia third, Qatar fourth. But the road to that table could be very tense, especially for Canada. And here is the upset scenario. If Bosnia beat Canada in the opener, even 1-0, then the group could become Switzerland first, Bosnia second, Canada third, Qatar fourth, because Bosnia would only need to beat Qatar later, and Canada would probably need a result against Switzerland. So if you want a bold upset pick, it is not Qatar, it is Bosnia stealing second from Canada. Not because Bosnia are clearly better, but because the schedule gives them one huge opportunity. Canada first match, Toronto, pressure, World Cup opener. If Bosnia survives that moment, the whole group changes. So that is my Group B prediction. Switzerland win the group, Canada finish second, Bosnia are the dangerous third place team, Qatar finish fourth. But Canada's entire tournament could depend on the opening match against Bosnia. Now I want your prediction. Give me your final table in the comments and tell me this. Does Canada survive the group or does Bosnia steal second place?